Hello, my name's Joe, and this is Let's Buy a House for My Buddy, a GoFundMe campaign. A little bit about my friend. I'm not going to name him because primarily for legal reasons. Also because he's a little bit embarrassed about his situation and about this, and a little bit shy too. But first getting to the legal part of it. The whole point of this is that his brother is basically a sociopath and took his inheritance from when their mother passed away several years ago. He did a stint in prison too, in between her passing away and now, for possession of child pornography. So yeah, he's a great guy. And he actually lives in what is now their home. It's the home that my friend grew up in. I've actually known him for 42 years now. And so he still lives there, but now his brother's there, and his brother took his inheritance, but he has to live in the house with the guy. And to explain why he needs the help, he has a brain injury. In 2000, he rolled his truck and received a brain injury. And his mother was his caretaker for 11 years after that, and then she passed away. It wasn't tragic per se. It was tragic for him because she's all he had. But she was 84, so it was kind of, expected life. But what made it worse is that he had already lost his two other siblings. They had both died young, relatively speaking. So all he had was his other brother. And his brother moved out from California to Virginia to supposedly care for him. But he took the inheritance and doesn't even admit that the money was there. He just denies. He admits to one account, but the other ones that we found evidence of when he was in prison, he just denies that they exist, and he doesn't want to answer any questions. But we're not going to talk too much about any measures there, just in case he happens to see this video, because there's still some things that can maybe be done, but we'll see about that. But the goal here is to get my friend out of the house. It's a dilapidated house anyway. It's far too big for him. So even if we get to the point where we can get his brother's name off of it, it's still not the place for him. He's on SSI, which is $750 a month, $79 in food stamps. That's all he gets. So the house is just too much to heat and cool, and too much to keep up and repair. So the goal here is $100,000 to get him a smaller house, a more efficient house, so that he can survive on that money, on his income. He may have a girlfriend or a wife one day, but he's not going to have kids. That's more than likely true. So a small house, that he can manage. That's what the goal is. And like I said, it's a very volatile situation. He needs to get out of that house, because I don't know if we're going to be able to get his brother out of the house. And he wants to stay anonymous, like I said, because he's a little embarrassed by all this. But he'll appreciate any help you can offer, and maybe we'll get him on here one day to say thank you. You can get a look at him. Anyway, any help you can offer would be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much.